we do. But you gotta bring it home to me. I've got some good on love, and then I got to go and show. When I get the way my throwing it on, you know you'll be around for more. Oh, run on down by the gazelle. Drugs don't love. Pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, yes I am. Let's just speak loud in the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. But I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertising love more praise, so you can place a bed with me. Oh, run on, not by the gazelle. Tips in love, that little thing, let me light your chemicals. So mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Baby, here I am, a man on the scene. Give me what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good little love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, know you'll be around for more. Boys run on down by the gazelle. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. And mama, I'm sure I'd handle now, just a man. Yeah. Honey, handle that. Get it. Boys run along and got my love, but your drugs don't love. Pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. Of mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, hard job. Now love. Gentlemen out there, see hard to find out. Oh yeah.
much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm inhaling. Thought I couldn't see without you, perfect vision. Thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. Thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on time. Should be over now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm gonna be here. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed. Much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. Not gonna blast you on the radio, not gonna lie to your family, no. Not gonna hate you in the magazines, not gonna compromise, not gonna diss you on the internet. No mama taught me better than that. I'm better than that. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. After all of the darkness and sadness, sun comes happiness. If I'm surrounded by positive things, I'll gain prosperity. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm
things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime, break me with something slight.
Born in a compromise, raised on white lies.
They say the road to hell is paved with gold.
At 25 I feel content with caution, dodging my halo, dodging my halo, dodging my halo.
You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun?
I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
something like a bird within her saying, all I know she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Welcome to the 2024 West Coast World Series, sponsored by Placer Valley Tourism. the perfect place for your next event. PlacerTourism.com. 6 teams playing for the right to call themselves champions of the West Coast. Now, for all the sights and the sounds, let's send it up to the booth to find out who will be crowned the next West Coast World Series champion.
Well, hello and good morning, everybody, and welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for Game 1 of Day 3 of the West Coast World Series. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe, along with the man himself, Stones McCoy, to my left. And after the 2 days of pool play, it's now a single elimination tournament with Game 1 matching the third-seeded Lincoln Potters against the sixth seed, the ShowCali Astros. The Potters won the first meeting between these two on Day 1, but everything is reset now, and the Astros will be looking for a little payback and a spot in this afternoon's semifinals against the number 2 seed, the AE Express. The Potters are coming off a run rule loss last night to Peloteros, so manager Tyler Robertson looking for a bounce back this morning, and will send left-hander Gerald Hansen to the mound in this one. The lineup he will face starts off with Kai Laxa, the shortstop, Marcus Canelio, the second baseman, and Jackson Gifford, the third baseman, the first three hitters for the Astros this morning as we are just settling in. Willie Preston, of course, on the PA. Carson and Lauren are the interns in the booth, and we're just about ready to get going as Hansen throwing his warm-up tosses, one of the strongest pitchers for the Potters all summer, and one of the strongest pitchers certainly over the last couple of weeks for the Lincoln Potters, the left-hander out of Roseville, California, throwing behind the plate to Anson Eros from Auburn, California, and they are finishing up the warm-up tosses, so we're just getting ready to go. It's a very sleepy morning. Nobody's brought me any coffee or anything. Stones McCoy has flatly denied my request to go down and get me some because he says I don't know where I'd go get some. So if there's any coffee places within a mile radius here who are listening, kind of send over a couple of cups. Stones and I can really help us. So Kai Laxa is our first hitter. We are ready to get started. Game 1, Day 3 of the West Coast World Series, the first of 4 games on this Monday, starting at 8:30, ending up. Our last game will be tonight at 7 p.m. Laxa 2 for 3 in the meeting between these two teams earlier in the week, and his first pitch is lined into left center field, and that's our first base of the ball game. He is now 3 for 4 against the Potters, picked up out there by our left fielder, Jax Jimenez. So Laxa is at first base with nobody out, and Marcus Cornelio, the second baseman who did not play in the first game 2 days ago. Jax Jimenez in left. It's Quincy Malbrough in center. Trey Furry is over in right. Jason Hansen at first. Connor Barth second. Zach Chamiso is at short today for the Potters. At third is Cole Dillon, Anson Eros behind the plate, and Gerald Hansen on the mound. And here's Cornelio. First pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0 on Marcus. Jackson Gifford, the third baseman, to follow. Then Jordan Hall, the left fielder, getting cleanup. Jordan with a massive home run in the game on Saturday, won by the Potters. Fastball's in there for a strike. 84 for Gerald Hansen. I don't know if he has too many games that he starts pitching before 9 a.m. So he might need an espresso himself, and maybe a Bear Claw or something to get going here on this Monday morning. Breaking ball on the corner for a strike. Kudos to the umpires, the men in blue or black or whatever color they're in today, coming out here nice and early to adjudicate this one for these two teams, and the nice crowd is out here to watch it. 1-2 pitch misses, 2-2. Very comfortable crowd settling in here to check out this. We've got a game here. We've got next game will be at noontime. That's the SoCal Halos taking on the California Tigers. That is a 4 and 5 seed game. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Cornelio is out on strikes for the first out of the game, and here's Jackson Gifford, the third baseman. Jackson 1 for 3 in the game on Saturday, in which he also played third base. Right-handed hitter against Hansen with Jordan Hall on deck. 3:30, the winner of this game will play the 2 seed, the Athletic Edge Express, and then at 7 o'clock, the number 1 seed, Peloteros, who beat the Potters last night. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside, and there will be no throw. And Laxa steals second base, puts himself in scoring position. 1 ball and no strikes. Peloteros will play at 7 o'clock against the winner of our second game between the Halos and the California Tigers. So that is the way it sets up for us here today on a Monday at the West Coast World Series. That's it down to third base. Dillon has it. Takes his time across the diamond and scooped up, not able to make the pickup as Hansen at first base, and safe is Gifford. It'll be an error on the throw. Laxa moves over to third after the throw was made. So first and third, and here's Jordan Hall, who was 1 for 3, and as we mentioned, a home run to right center field in that game on Saturday. Tamamata Afa-Aliris is on deck. He is the center fielder batting in the 5th spot. Then Anthony Rail. David Medeiros in right field, Joshua Garcia at first, and the pitcher, Max Guglieri, is batting 9th and pitching. Left-hand hitting Hall against Hansen. It's a line drive out, one hop to shortstop. Beautiful play by Chamiso to second for 1 to first. They got the double play. What a play by the Potters, pulling it out early in the morning. That'll get your eyes open. So no score in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the inning. Astros nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Bottom of the first inning, Potters will send up Drew Andrews, Zach Chamiso, and Jason Hansen. The first 3 hitters gets Max Guglieri, the pitcher for ShowCali Astros, the left-hander out here finishing up his warm-up tosses. Potters with a beautiful double play, keyed by Zach Chamiso as he made a do-or-die stab on the line drive hit by Jordan Hall and turned it into 2. So the Potters avoid the hit and error in the top of the first. They hold the Astros scoreless. Here's Drew Andrews. He'll start us off today. Drew was 0 for 2 in last night's game. Did not play on Saturday, and the first pitch is inside to Drew. Chamiso, Hansen, Antoneros batting in the 4th spot, then Trey Furry, Jax Jimenez, Cole Dillon, Connor Barth, and Quincy Malbrough. The 9 for the Potters, and manager Tyler Robertson. That one is inside again, so it's 2-0 to Drew. Out of William Jessup and Sutter Creek, California. Chamiso to follow. Inside ball, 3 gets away from the catcher. That's Anthony Rail back there, and he'll run it down. I didn't see Hunter come out, the ball kid for the Potters. They have a ball boy, and they also have a ball kid. They have little Stevie. Little Stevie's over there, but Hunter also. And we got to. Last night, Riley and I were trying to give Hunter a good baseball last name. Hunter Mays, I thought, was pretty good. So Hunter Mays and Little Stevie. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 83 for Guglieri, the left-hander working out of the stretch for the ShowCali Astros. Little Stevie, I'll come up with a name. I don't mind, just leave it at Little Stevie. And it's out. No, it's not Stevie Wonder. Andrews takes the walk. Little Steven is good. It's Little Stevie. And we're not going to call him Little Stevie Wonder. No, you like it, Stones, but that's it. You're really ruining your chance of coming on air today with stuff like that. That's just really embarrassing. Here's Chamiso. Zach at shortstop today for the Lincoln Potters. 0 for 1 yesterday before leaving in the third inning. Cole Chamberlain came on to hit for him in the third inning of yesterday's action. That guy that's behind him goes all the way back to the screen, and going down to second is Andrews on the wild pitch, and that's a pretty easy call, wild pitch. I don't think I can give Rail a pass ball on that. Defensively, Rail behind the plate, Gifford at third, Laxa at short, Cornelio at second, and Garcia at first. Hall in left, and in right, Medeiros and Mata Apa Aleris is in center field for the ShowCali Astros. That's right down the middle to Zach, so it's 1-1. He's followed by Jason Hansen, the first baseman. And then Anson Eros. Potters threatening here, bottom of the first, no score right now. Inside, and that'll get away, and going to third is Andrews. So he is 90 feet away. Chamiso with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. High breaking ball, 3-1. You know, the mayor, Ray Garcia, was up here earlier. Surprised that we got up. And I was surprised to see him because he got up. He was asking me what my favorite uniform is for the Potters combination. And I, finally just landed on those Star Wars jerseys. That's a strike. I was, I like the powder blue. I like the orange. I don't like the all orange. I like orange with the white pants, which is what the Potters are wearing today. But, those Star Wars jerseys they're top notch. Stones doesn't like them. Because he doesn't have one, that's all. That's the only thing about that. Chamiso swings and misses at the breaking ball, and he's down on strikes. So big strikeout right there for Gillieri, and he'll bring up Jason Hansen, who had 3 hits in Game 1 on Saturday. And then yesterday, Jason was 0 for 2 against the Peloteiros, who trotted out Weiser, Erdman, and Patterson, and just threw a great game against the Potters. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. So Hansen up here with a runner at third and 1 out. Swings and misses at that fastball. Fouls it into the catcher's glove. 85 from Gillieri. Anson Eros, the catcher on deck. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat right-handed against the left-hander Gillieri. Hansen hits it high up in the air to right field. Medeiros is on it. He is in deep right field. He makes the catch. The tag at third. The throw is going to be cut off. And easily scoring from third is Drew Andrews. It's a sacrifice fly for Hansen. The Potters draw first blood, and they lead it 1-0 here without benefit of a hit, and that brings up Anson Eros. Eros was 1 for 3 in last night's activity. Had a single in the 4th inning. And he comes up here with the bases clear and a run in for the Potters. And he takes a ball, 1-0. Trey Furry, Potter legend on deck. Legend in training, I guess, since he's still playing. Look out, that's behind Eros. And somehow avoided his back, so it's 2 balls and no strikes. A couple of pitches behind the batters in the bottom of the first. You don't see that every day. You see 1, you don't see usually 2 in an inning. Next one is lined into left field down the line. That is a fair ball. Eros is going to round first, head for second. Hall will pick it up, but Anson will just motor into second base with a very easy double with 2 outs here. And he'll be out there for Trey Furry, who comes up to the plate. Out of William Jessup, Mr. Trey Furry was 2 for 2 on Saturday. Had a home run in that game. Then last night, got up twice, walked both times. So he is 2 for 2 for the series so far. And he's up here with a runner at second base, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. He lines it to right field. That's a base hit. In front of Medeiros, rounding third is Eros. The throw's going to come in. It will be cut off, and they're going to have Furry caught up, and they'll run him towards second base. The throw and the tag applied, and he is safe as the ball gets out of the glove of the shortstop. So Furry somehow, and he's done it ever since we met him, somehow has a charmed life on the bases. He does have a single. He does have an RBI as Arrows scored, and somehow he ended up at second base. So the Potters have put 2 hits together, and pass along a piece of information from Carson, the intern. The Arrows double down the line, 108 miles an hour off the bat. So he really hit it hard. There's a nice block right there by Rail to keep that one from going back to the backstop on Jack Jimenez. Switch hitting outfielder. 1 ball and no strikes. So Arrows line drive 108 miles an hour off the bat down the left field line. One of the hardest hit balls we've had. That pitch is a beauty on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Furry's line drive to right, a pretty good shot as well. And somehow he ends up on second base against all odds, as he is clearly caught off in a rundown. That's chopped right back up the middle. That's a base hit to center, and Furry's going to end up scoring. The throw from center is a little bit offline, and there goes Jimenez to second. The throw down there, he'll be safe. So the Potters putting a rally together after 2 were out. Jimenez picks up the RBI. The Potters have scored 3 times now on 3 hits, and Cole Dillon will come to the plate. Thought the inning was going to quiet down after Hanson's sacrifice fly, but then Arrows with the double, Furry with the single, Jimenez with the single. And here's Cole Dillon. Cole 1 for 2 on Saturday with a home run, then 0 for 2 in last night's loss. Takes outside for a ball, 1-0. A walk to Andrews. Sac fly for Hanson after a stolen base and a wild pitch and a pass ball. And a double by Arrows, a single by Furry, a single by Jimenez. Potters put 3 up on the board. First, that pitch high and inside to Dillon. 2 balls and no strikes. Stones McCoy running the show today for his own broadcast network, so it's not really, he's not really going out of the normal to run the show. Swing and a miss. It's just like it's his network, so he's got to do it. Nobody else is here, and Riley's not going to do it, not at 8:30 in the morning. No. He is strictly an afternoon fellow, afternoon and evening. 2-1 to Dillon out of Rockwall, Texas. Chops one foul down the first base line, so it evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Olympics have like John Travolta and Guy Fieri in the crowd, all kinds of famous people. We got Brock Raggets out here today, so, 6 and 1/2 dozen of the others, what I'm saying. That's outside, 3-2. Raggets, Lady Gaga, greater than sign. Yes, I think so. In some circles, I'm saying. In some circles. No, he's not. I got Snoop over Raggets. Inside, ball 4. So second walk of the inning goes to Cole Dillon, first and second, and still 2 outs, and Connor Barth, the hitter. The second baseman made his debut last night, 0 for 2 in that one, out of Roseville, California, and Mississippi State University. Batting 8th in the Potters lineup, Quincy Malbrough will be 9th. He is on deck. There goes Hunter Mays out there. Also takes little Stevie. They're both going out to get the batting gloves. I like it when they divide labor like that. Stones, you can learn from that. Breaking ball high to Barth, 1-0. Little Stevie's got a nice fit on his uni, too. I think that's what the kind of uniform you should have, Stones. That you need a little uniform just like little Stevie has. Barth chops one out slowly towards second base. That's going to be a tough play. Flipped over to first, and a nice job covering by Guillieri, getting him on first base. So the Potters score 3 times. We go to the second. They lead 3-0.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of inning number 2, Tamamata Alaris will start us off. Then Anthony Rail and David Medeiros against Gerald Hansen. The Potters score 3 times in the bottom of the first. They lead it 3-0. Tamamata was 1 for 1 in the game on Saturday, and he was subbed out after his first at bat, which was a single. So he is up here for his first time today, second time against the Potters in the tournament against the left-hander Gerald Hansen, who delivers a high fastball. I'm getting more information. I'm getting information from Stones between innings that leads me to believe we need to have a little Stevie cam because the hijinks of that little fellow are very amusing. Swing and a miss. After Tamamata's at bat, we'll bring Stones on here because he says I have to. It's his network, and he's got a little Stevie update. As the assistant to the ball kid, little Stevie, swing and a miss at that one. 1-2. Hansen's off-speed pitch got Mata fishing on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Anthony Rail to follow. That's a slash down the left field line, out of play. Over in the grassy knoll area, out to the park proper. McBean Park. And on Monday, it's a little slow getting going here on a Monday. But we're starting to get people coming in and out of McBean. And it just misses the outside corner, 2-2. Hansen out of Roseville, California. Delivers with the 2-2. Lined into left center field, slicing away from Andrews, and he will get over and make the catch. As that one held up for him, and Mata hit it well, but he is out. Flying to center field, and Anthony Rail, the hitter. And Stones, come on here. You told me that you were watching little Stevie between innings, and he's got a little bit of a little Stevie attitude.
He does. I like it. He got the ball from the umpire, and our catcher comes out, and the catcher puts his hand out. Yeah, he's like, hey, can I get the ball? And Stevie looks at the ball and looks at him and says no, and turns around and walks it back to the dugout. It was beautiful.
He's on fire. Can we get I know that it's a budgetary thing, but can we get a little Stevie cam?
We can. I'm going to work on that and during the break. So
okay.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Stones McCoy. First pitch to Rail is low for a ball, 1-0. David Medeiros to follow. So little Stevie says, no, I'm sorry. There's a line drive over the second baseman's head into right field. And Rail has himself a base hit. Second hit for the Astros today. And with 1 out, David Medeiros, the right fielder, will be the hitter. So, again, the hierarchy, Hunter Mays is the ball kid, but he's a little bit older than a kid, but he's the ball kid. Then little Stevie's like his assistant. But little Stevie is branching out for himself right now. He's like the younger brother of the king who says, I'm going to be king someday, and I'm going to get rid of this guy. And so he's just getting all the info. That one is inside for a ball on Medeiros. Joshua Garcia to follow. We saw Medeiros in the game on Saturday. He was the second pitcher for the Astros. He's out in right field today. He chops it down to third base. Dylan has it. It's going to go to second for 1. Over to first, and they got the double play. 2 innings and 2 double plays for the Potters infield. We go to the bottom of second. Lincoln on top, 3-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley President of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bottom of the second inning here. It'll be the number 9 hitter, Quincy Marlboro, and then the top of the order, Drew Andrews and Zach Chamiso against Max Guglieri. The left-hander on the mound for ShowCali. Marlboro batting in center field. He played on Saturday for the Potters. He was 3 for 4 and drove in 2 runs. Out of Loomis, California, and Folsom Lake College takes outside for a ball. 1-0. Potters put up 3 runs on 3 hits in the bottom of the first inning, aided by a couple of walks from Guglieri. And one caught the inside corner, evens the count up at 1-1 on Quincy. Playing out in center field for Lincoln in this first game of 4. Next game will be at noon. That's SoCal Halos against the California Tigers in a 4-5 seeded matchup. Breaking ball, check swing, and he went around. 1-2. Winner of this game plays then again at 3:30 against the number 2 seed, the AE Express, and then the number 1 seed, Peloteros, hosts the winner of the second game, and that game will be tonight at 7 p.m. High fastball makes it 2-2. 84 from Guglieri. Bottom of the second here. Checking the crowd out in front of me. A couple of them on their laptops. I'll have to talk to them about that. Down low, 3-2. I'm probably getting business. Probably working from the office, you know, working remotely. I think I'll work from the Potters game this morning. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Quincy Marlboro. Starting us off here in this bottom of the second. Line drive right center field. That's down for a base hit. Medeiros is going to cut it off. Marlboro's thinking about 2, but he'll pull up after rounding first. And he's got the 4th Potter hit of the game. And Quincy stays hot with that single. And here's Drew Andrews, who walked and eventually scored back in the first inning. Drew out of Sutter Creek, California, and William Jessup University. Shows bunt, bunts it down the third base line, picked up by Gifford. He's going to go to first. He's going to have to hurry. He got him by a half step. It'll be a sacrifice for Andrews. Going to second base is Marlboro, so Drew did his job. Quincy's at second base, and Zach Jamisa, who struck out his first time, comes up to the plate. Zach out of Lincoln High School, Sierra College, and recently committed to San Jose State University, so he'll be a Spartan very, very soon. Left-hander against left-hander. Hits that one out to first base, scooped up over there by Garcia, flips to the pitcher covering, and he'll make the play. Moves the runner to third, but now 2 outs. And Jason Hansen, who had a sacrifice fly to pretty deep right field back in the first inning, so he is not an official at bat, does have an RBI, coming off a 0 for 2 yesterday, 3 for 4 the day before for Jason Hansen. Drove in his second run of the tournament with that sacrifice fly. He has got a runner at third, but won't be able to use the sacrifice fly in this instance. Inside, nice play behind the plate by Rail to scoop that one up as Marlboro was ready to head in. Try to put another run up on the board for the Potters. They lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 now. Hansen takes 2-0 and the same thing. Rail got used to it the first time, did it even better that time. 2 balls and no strikes. Encineros, who doubled his first time up, he waits on deck. Switch hitting catcher from the University of Oregon. Gillieri steps off. 2-0 on Jason Hansen. Jason from Roseville. His brother Gerald on the mound for the Potters today in this must-win game to get them into the 3:30 game. High and outside, 3-0, which they would take on AE Express. Number 2 seed in the tournament, the number 1 seed from Pool B. They won a slugfest against the Roseville Tigers on day 1 and then beat the SoCal Halos on day 2. Breaking balls in there for a strike, 3-1. That's the 3-0 pitch you got to take because didn't see it coming, wasn't ready for it. 3 balls, 1 strike on Hansen. Jason hits a ground ball foul past third base, and so it'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marlboro still down on third. Hall is going to run that one down in left field, so we'll have to wait for him to get back in position. As Gillieri gets a new ball from the umpire, and they'll be thrown over and see if little Stevie gets on that one. No, yeah, there he goes. He started a little bit late. Now he won't. Oh, he just gave that one up right away. I thought he would keep it. Oh, that's right. He's got the other one that he kept from Hansen, so he doesn't need another baseball. High fastball, and Hansen takes it for ball 4. Third walk given up by Gillieri, and he'll bring up Encineros, who slashed a double down the left field line, 108 miles an hour off the bat back in the first inning. Started a secondary rally for the Potters that took them from 1 run to 3 runs in the bottom of the first. And here is Anson coming up to the plate with 2 on and 2 out here in the second, with Trey Furry to follow. Outfield straightaway for Eros, medium deep. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Hansen short lead over at first. Inside fastball. 85 on that one from Gillieri. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Marlboro at third, Hansen at first. We're bottom of the second here. So pops it up. Shortstop's going to call for it. That's Loxa. Makes the catch for the out. So 2 runners, but no runs for the Potters in the second. We go to the third. They're up 3-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go be.
Top of inning number 3 from McBean Stadium as Cole Dillon and Gerald Hansen share a hug right before Hansen takes the mound to start inning number 3. I mean, I've seen people throw the ball around before they start the inning, but I didn't see the hug part of it. It'll be Joshua Garcia, Max Giglieri, and Kai Laxa for the ShowCali Astros. Garcia, who was 23 on your roster, but number 2 actually when the things start to happen. The first baseman takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Joshua's couple of walks in the game on Saturday, so hasn't had an official at bat against the Potters yet. He faces off against Hansen here and takes a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Chopped out toward third. Dillon comes up, scoops it up on the run. He'll throw to first. Hansen makes the catch, stays in contact with the bag, and we have 1 out here in the 3rd inning. And Max Giglieri, the pitcher, will be the batter. Warms the hearts of old people like myself to see the pitcher batting 9th in a game, the way it used to be. Their pitcher hasn't had a number in a couple of times. Their starting pitcher yet, on Saturday didn't have a number either. So they like to, they probably just pass it along. If you're pitching, you get the same jersey as everybody else. You get the numberless jersey as Giglieri tries to bunt, and he is down in the count 0-1. Kai Laxa, the leadoff man on deck. Shows bunt again and bunts it. Hansen's going to get it. He'll have to turn. He'll throw to first, and he'll get him by a step. Nice play by Hansen. Good bunt by Giglieri. Almost got himself on base there, but Gerald comes off the mound and guns it over to Jason Hansen at first base. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 3rd, and Kai Laxa, who has been a problem for the Potters, 3 for 4 in a game and a half. The leadoff man, the shortstop, right-handed hitter, steps up here with 2 outs in the 3rd. The breaking ball catches the outside corner. That's an excellent pitch by Hansen. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the dirt, so quickly ahead. 0-2 on Laxa. Marcus Canilio on deck, the second baseman. If Kai should start something here with 2 outs. Slice down the line, right field, giving chase as Trey Furry into the bullpen area, but he will not catch up with it. And we'll do it again 0-2, and look out to left field to Jimenez. He's holding his arms up at Troy. Like, how come you couldn't make the play, dude? I mean, what's going on over there? They probably have an argument on who's faster, so that's probably at the bottom of that right there. Furry, of course, an older gentleman, an elder statesman, so I'd have to give Jimenez the nod in that one. Although, you know, if they want to do a match race, I'm willing to call it. And Stones can be in it. In the dirt, goes back to the backstop, 1-2 on Laxa. You'll be like the rabbit they have in those long-distance runs where the guy runs out like the first, like, mile or whatever and tries to set a fast pace. You'll go out for, like, 10 feet. Activity in the bullpen for the Astros as the next pitch is swung on and missed. Good inning for Gerald Hansen. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Potters still on top, 3-0.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 3, Trey Furry starts it off. Jax Jimenez and then Cole Dillon, as Stones McCoy spent the between innings time telling me about some gruesome injury he suffered. All in the service of the fans out here at McBean Stadium, so it was all worth it. Furry hits that ball to right center. He hits it well on the horse's Mata-Ata, and he's going to get there and make the catch in right center. So put a little too much air into that one, did Trey Furry, and Mata is on it for the first out here in the third, and it'll bring Jax Jimenez to the plate. Furry had the RBI single back in the first, so he is 1 for 2. He scored a run. Jimenez, an RBI single himself back in the first, so he is 1 for 1. Laying out in left field today for the Potters, a switch hitter batting right-handed against Gillieri, out for his third inning of work. His breaking ball is considerably outside, so it'll be 1-0 on Jax. Cole Dillon to follow. Potters with 3 in the first. That's all the scoring we've had so far. We're bottom of the third. 7-inning affairs until the championship game tomorrow. Jimenez hits it out towards shortstop, and Laxa has it across to first in time for the second out. So 2 well-hit balls for the Potters, but 2 outs here quickly in the bottom of the third, and Cole Dillon will be the hitter. The third baseman walked his first time up. Out of Rockwall, Texas. Dillon started one of the 2 double plays the Potters infield has turned during the first 3 innings of this one. And he steps up here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Dillon takes a strike. 0-1. 4 hits for the Potters in this one. A single strikeout for Gillieri and 3 base on balls. That is inside, and that hit him. And Dillon goes down to first base. So still without an official at bat, he's been on base twice, and it'll bring up Connor Barth, who grounded to second back in the first inning. Slow roller that Cornelio picked up and hit the pitcher covering. Looks like Sadan Johnson, the right-hander, was the Astro loosening up in the bullpen. But Gillieri out here with 2 outs in the third, and now Barth at the plate out of Roseville, California. Inside for a ball. Dillon's been known to take off down there at first base, so we'll keep an eye on Cole as Barth moves through his at-bat here. 1 ball and no strikes. Barth takes outside, so it's 2-0. Quincy Malbrough, the number 9 hitter on deck. Dillon not a really big lead over at first base. Breaking ball misses outside. So quickly 3-0. And a quick 2 outs, then a hit batter. Now a 3-0 count on Connor Barth. First of 4 games here at the day 3 of the West Coast World Series. Great viewership through the first 2 days. Great attendance out here as well. Even a good crowd out here at 8:30 in the morning. Swing and a miss by Barth on the breaking ball. Stones Broadcast Network's YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball YouTube. We thank you for checking us out. Hopefully you enjoy what you see in here. And if you come out to the Potters games, come up and say hello. If you want to bring beer, that's fine too. Popped up. Right fielder Medeiros is coming in now. As he went back, he comes in and dropped the ball in right field. And here comes Dillon. He's not going to score. So Dillon will end up at third. At second is Barth on the error. First error of the game for the Astros, and it brings up Quincy Malbrough. Quincy singled back in the second inning, so he is 1 for 1. Has a chance to drive in a couple here as the batting gloves, etc., come over to little Stevie by way of the first base coach, who is number 19. That's Ryan Castillo is manning the first base box for the Potters. That is inside. Hopefully his expertise extends to telling Quincy to get a base hit. I'm thinking, because I've seen Stones McCoy coach first, and he always says that. I think he'd say, hey, come on, get a hit now. That's basically what he says all the time. That's not bad coaching, really. Quincy takes inside, that gets away, and here comes Dylan. Oh, Quincy's going to be hit on the foot as well. So kind of a bad break for the Potters in a way. And that'll load the bases and bring up Drew Andrews, up for his third time in 3 innings. And it looks like we might get ourselves a pitching change here. We would think it's Sadon Johnson who's been warming up. Nobody out there right now as the coach goes out to talk to Gillieri, who started off this inning with a fly out and a ground out, then hit Dylan. Barth flied out to right, but the ball was dropped in right field, so he got to second. And now a hit batter, Quincy Malbrough. So no hits in the inning, but the bases are loaded. And Drew Andrews up here. He does have a grand slam home run this summer. I'm just saying, okay? Got him our player of the game, as I recall, against the West Coast Kings in the Potters' run to the playoffs. Drew takes in the dirt for a ball. That run started off with a 3-game sweep of the West Coast Kings, and Drew broke open game 2 with a grand slam home run. 1-0. Breaking ball just a little bit too high, so it's 2-0 now on Drew Andrews out of Sutter Creek, California, and William Jessup University. Inside, so it's 3-0 quickly on Drew Andrews. Our next game is slated for noon. It'll be the SoCal Halos and the California Tigers. I don't see any of them here yet, and I don't think I'd expect to. It's 9:28, but we are here, Stones. That's true, but I'm not going to explain duty and obligation to you. That's ball 4, so it's an RBI walk for Andrews. Potters still without a hit in the inning, but they have scored a run. The bases are still loaded, and Zach Chamiso coming up to the plate. He has struck out and grounded to first. Rail's going to go out and talk to Gillieri, who got the first 2 outs and a hit batter, an error, a hit batter, and a walk. And the Potters have an unearned run here in the 3rd inning. Chamiso's had a couple of at-bats against the left-handed Gillieri, so let's see if he has picked up some tips on how to attack Max out there on the hill. Out of Lincoln High School, Mr. Zach Chamiso, the Fighting Zebras, and a Wolverine at Sierra College. Breaking ball, misses the inside corner. Nice-looking pitch, but just started off a little too far inside and ended up a little too far inside. 1 ball and no strikes. That's hit out to center field, shallow center field. Shortstop going out. It's Laxa. He'll make the catch in short center field for the out. Potters score once. We go to the 4th. They are up 4-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts.
The hug between Hanson and Dillon is exchanged. We're ready to start the top of the fourth inning. Marcus Cornelio, Jackson Gifford, and Jordan Hall, the first three hitters against Gerald Hanson. 2, 3, and 4 for the Astros, who have 2 hits in this one and trail it 4-0. There's a line shot out to second base. Barth can't get it. It's into center field for a base hit. Connor, I thought would pull off the backhand, but that ball hit very hard. And Cornelio has his first hit. He struck out his first time up. Hit number 3 for the Astros, and that'll bring up Jackson Gifford, who reached on an error by the third baseman back in the first inning. It grounded down Dillon, whose throw to first was just a little bit too low for Hanson to dig out. Outside with a breaking ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Jackson Gifford, who was 1 for 3 in the game on Saturday. Hitting the number 3 spot for the Astros. Pops it up left side, and then it'll get out of play. The Grassy Knoll Kids, which is a great name for a book series or something, or like a cartoon, the Grassy Knoll Kids. Oh, yeah, that would be a nice alternative band. Yeah. Like Third Eye Blind or Collective Soul, the Grassy Knoll Kids. Maybe it'd be a better K-pop group. Chopper foul down the third base line. Nice play by the third base coach there. Very clever. He said, okay, it's a big hopper, I'll make the play. If it was it's got to be a hopper at least above the knees, and probably up to the waist at least, or I'm just letting it go because I don't want to mess up my third base coach fielding percentage. Hanson staring down the runner at first. There's the pitch down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Gifford. Jordan Hall on deck. Jordan hit a bullet up the middle, and the first was turned into a double play on a great play by Chimiso to end the first inning. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside. The throw to second base on a hop is not in time. Underneath it is Cornelio for the stolen base. Arrows got rid of it quickly, but just a little bit too late to get Cornelio. And with a 3-ball, 2-strike count now on Gifford. Marcus is at second base. Hanson taking his time getting the 3-2 sign. Now he's ready. Checks that runner at second. Breaking ball, call, strike 3. Big pitch right there for Hanson. His third strikeout. And Jordan Hall, who hit that double play ball back in the first inning, will be the hitter. Also hit a monstrous home run against the Potters on Saturday to right center field. He was 1 for 3 in that game with the home run, 0 for 1 in this one with the double play. Left-hander against left-hander. Tamamata, the center fielder, on deck. Outside fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. Just a 7-inning game here. Everything is 7 innings until tomorrow night's championship game, which will start at 6:30 right here on Stone's Broadcast Network's YouTube. Also Lincoln Potters Baseball. Swinging a foul. Of course, if you're out here, you can watch it as well. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're out here, come out. I'm sure Willie will come up with that crazy. Have you heard, Stones, about the blind grab beer special? That is revolutionary. And I think that, that I agree, but I can't say that publicly. It's a Willie Preston innovation, and one of his best. That's down low, blocked by Eros. He has an improvement over that? We might have. So you take it off the concourse where we can't see it, put it out and make it more of a spectator sport? Yes, actually. We can do like the Price of Right and start yelling and stuff. No, move her around. Don't take that stuff. I got a balk on Hanson and going to third will be Cornelio. We can have bobbing for beers. If you really want to stay down there long enough, you come up, your face is all red and everything, but you got yourself a 16-ounce can. Oh, Stone, see, now Stone's bobbing for beers is like it, bro. Outside for a ball. I don't know. I think you would we'd have like kids. Well, you can't have kids, but we'd have young people down there, like who would do it, do it for you. Like if you're an older gentleman or something, I don't want to do it, but hey, kid, get in there and, give him a buck or two, It's still worth it. Chopper down toward first. Hanson's going to play it himself. He'll flip it to the pitcher coming over, and he just barely beats Jordan Hall. Hanson probably should have taken that himself as Cornelio scores from third, and that's the first run for the Astros. It's an RBI for Jordan Hall. 2 outs now, and here's Tamamata, the center fielder. So Hanson looked like he just go over, tag the bag himself. He waited for Hanson. It's a brother thing. That's why he was waiting. He's going, come on, brother, get over here. Move it. Get the lard out. And it's literal brother, though. Yeah, get the lard out. Because you're, okay. Strike anyway on Mata, who flied to center his first time up. I'm all about the bobbing for beers now. Check swing, it's down low. So Willie's idea was to bring it out so it was more visible to people, which I think make it more of a spectator thing, which I agree with, of course. So it's fish-a-beer. It's beer fishing. Okay, instead of spear fishing, it's beer fishing. Strike 2 on the inside corner. So beer fishing, yeah. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, it's $5 for a beer, and then you kick a little extra to the guy who's hooking you up. So make sure he gets through he gets a 16-ouncer. Or like $6, it's 19 or 24. 3-2. Again, Willie's innovation. Not my idea. Yes. There's a $6 ice chest barrel or ice barrel, and there's a $5 barrel. Genius. Yes, it is genius. Chopper down toward first, it's foul. Willie and I collaborated on what I thought was the best innovation of the whole summer when we had the dueling dog batter every inning. That was our best, and then Willie's going to improve on it with now, I think, beer fishing, or whatever we end up with. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So a run for the Astros in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potter still on top, 4-1.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be.
Bottom of inning number 4, Potters enjoy the 4-1 lead. Jason Hansen, Ansoneros, and Trey Furry will start it off against Gillieri. Max is on for his 4th inning of work. He's given up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Hansen takes a high fastball. 1 ball and no strikes on Jason, who has hit a sacrifice fly and walked. So looking for that first official at bat, the first baseman out of Roseville. Takes down low for a ball, 2-0. Going to check with first base umpire. He said, nah, did not swing. Don't bother, don't mind you asking, but the answer is no. Hansen takes in the dirt, so 3-0 quickly on Jason in the bottom of the 4th inning, just playing 7 up until tomorrow night's championship game, the first of 4 games today, a full day of baseball out here at McBean. Breaking ball is inside, and that is ball 4. So Hansen gets his 2nd consecutive base on balls. He's at first base with nobody out, and Ansoneros, the switch-hitting catcher, coming to the plate. He has doubled and popped out to shortstop. No activity in the bullpen for the Astros. We did have Sadan Johnson, who was up throwing early, so I have to think he would probably be ready to come in. Gillieri gave up the 3 runs in the 1st inning, and then an unearned run in the 3rd. That breaking ball is high and outside. 1-0. He has walked 4, and he has hit 2 batters, giving up just 4 hits. That one's hit up the air. First base giving chase is Garcia, but he will run out of room, and Ryan Castillo is trying to stay out of the way of the first baseman, the first base coach. The right-handed pitcher, Ryan Castillo, out of University of New Mexico, just running around in circles trying to get out of Garcia's way, but it's a foul ball by Anson, so it's 1-1 on the Potters catcher. And he takes outside again, 2-1. Got to feel that Gillieri's pitch count getting up there, probably close to 75 by now with the free passes. That one is high, 3-1. Trey Furry to follow for the Potters. Nobody out here, bottom of the 4th. Just got a message, an alert from the mayor himself, so I have to pass on the information. Popped out of play by Eros. According to the mayor, the Hanson brothers are only the 3rd brothers to play together on the Potters, along with the Garcias and the Mayas, Gabe and Ricky. Yes, Eli and Isaiah played together for the Potters, and I think the first time they were together was year number 2. I don't know if Eli played in year number 1. I know Isaiah did. He led the league in hitting that first year. Inside ball 4, and Arrows takes the base on balls. 2nd of the inning, 2 on and nobody out, and would not be surprised to see a move by the Astros, but nothing yet as Trey Furry comes to the plate. He's hit the ball well twice. He singled in the 1st and flied to center, a line drive out to center field in the 3rd. So he is 1 for 2. Look out, that's high and inside. The Susaks, Tonko, and Daniel, cousins, not brothers. According to our family tree people, the genealogist of the Potters, who's Stones McCoy, by the way. He works with Willie Preston as family tree experts. Furry pops that one foul out of play. They think there's another brother combination, and they're going to find it. Oh, the Volkers, that's right, yeah. Matt and Zach, the Volkers. Yeah, I remember that. So somebody call the mayor. Breaking ball, nice pitch outside corner, 1-2 on Trey. Jax Jimenez on deck. So the Volkers make that the 4th brothers pair. Don't tell the mayor, though. He's not going to like it. They were on the, well, yeah, they were on the same team, yeah. Where he pops that one up. Second baseman goes out and makes the play. That's Cornelio in front of the right fielder, Medeiros. for the first out. And that'll bring up Jax Jimenez, who was singled and grounded to shortstop. So Jax 1 for 2 today, has an RBI back in the first inning. He's got Hansen at second. He's got Arrows at first. We are on the bottom of the fourth inning, and we're talking brothers. There goes the runner. The pitch is down low. The throw's going to go to second base. Nicely done by the Astros, and the tag is applied out at second base is Arrows. So Rayo picked the right runner to go after. Taking third is Hansen, but Arrows is out at second. And now 2 outs and a runner at third, and a 1-ball, no-strike count on Jax Jimenez. So good play by the Astros on that one. That's a wild pitch back to the screen coming in as Hansen. He will score. So a good play, but the Padres score anyway on the wild pitch. Hansen crosses the plate for the 5th run. So again, without benefit of a hit, the Padres have scored. They've done that in the last 2 runs. They are up 5-1, and it is 2-0 on Jax Jimenez. I've lost Stones McCoy for the rest of the game. He's just thinking about brother combinations. Cole Dillon on deck. 2-0 pitch is lined out into left field. Going back is Hall. He's not going to get there. That is out of here, a home run. Jax Jimenez reaches out and hits it and showed a lot of power on that one because it didn't look like he was all the way behind the swing. I think that's Jax's first home run of the season. And it makes it 6-1 for the Padres. 5th hit of the game for the Padres. And Jax gets into the home run category, 357 feet, and 99 miles an hour off the bat. So really impressive swat by Jax Jimenez. And now we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like, for the Astros. And we will take a break here as Max Gillieri gives the ball up to the manager. We'll give you the identity of that new pitcher right after we come back. Bottom of the 4th, Padres on top, 6-1.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
So Don Johnson, the new pitcher for the Astros, he'll take over for Gillieri after 3 2/3 innings. It's Cole Dillon. Gillieri 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 7 walks. Actually 5 walks and 2 hit batters and a single strikeout. And here is Cole Dillon, who's walked and been hit by a pitch. Johnson, the right-hander, delivers a strike. Oh and 1. There's a high pass ball. Easton and Cade Turnage. Now that's going deep. That's like a deep cut. That's only for like fans that follow the band all the way around the country and never, you know what I mean? That is a deep cut right there. So the mayor gives us info, and all we do after he gives us the info is find out exceptions to the info. That's all we do. We're spending the whole day looking for others. You bring him out for an 8:30 game, he's going to give you info. We've got that. We've got beer fishing. We've got all kinds of stuff we've come up with this morning, which I hope to see implemented by the time, hopefully, the Potters can hold on here and come back at 3:30. I want to see beer fishing as a staple of the team as Dylan takes the ball, and he'll go down to first base with the base on balls. His third free pass of the day, 2 walks and a hit by pitch, and that'll bring up Connor Barth. Little Stevie's got a bat now. I don't know if I want to give little Stevie bats. There's the little Stevie cam as he goes out, and he's going to go out and demand stuff, use the bat as leverage as he gets gloves and guards and everything. He just matter-of-factly goes out and does his job. He does it his way, too, Barth is grounded out and reached on an error, so he is 0 for 2. Johnson's pitch is hit sharply down in the hole, knocked down by third base over to first. That's a fine play over there by Gifford at third base to save a hit and retire the side. We go to the top of the 5th. Potters on top, 6-1. Top of the 5th inning, waiting for the hug between Hansen and Dillon. There it is, and we're ready to go to start the top of the 5th inning. It's Anthony Rail, David Medeiros, and Joshua Garcia, the first 3 hitters for the Astros, who now trail at 6-1 after 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, a home run by Jax Jimenez, sealing the deal. Anthony Rail is the batter. Tonight's catcher was a single back in the 2nd inning, so Anthony is 1 for 1. Right-handed hitter against the left-hander Gerald Hansen, who's given up 3 hits in 4 innings. Chopper down the third base line, but foul. And another fine play by the third base coach, who got the big chopper, and he's now 2 for 2. He's soaring to the top of the West Coast World Series third base coaching fielding ranks. 0-1. Hit down the right field line this time. Trey Perry kind of chases it a while and then just loses interest, I think, more than anything else. I was going to say he got tired. He just kind of lost interest. 0-2. That's too far to go for a foul ball. No activity right now. I thought the Potters had someone up a little while ago. That's out of play to our right. So Rail staying top of the plate with the 0-2 count. Salute to the kindred spirits who are out here at 8:30 this morning, watching the ball game, hanging out. Like I say, a couple of laptops are out, so there might be some work going on as well. Firing off an email back to the home office. Outside, 1-2. Actually, a nice time of day to be watching a little bit of baseball. It's going to get a little warmer today. That's my weather report. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-2. I know it was outside because the umpire made the outside motion. Not the pointing the outside, but the backhanded outside motion, so you know he was right. Yeah, if you're going to do that, you know what you're talking about. That breaking ball is called strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout for Gerald Hansen. Starting off the 5th inning. It's Farmer's 5th. I don't know what that means in an 8:30 game, Willie. What does that mean? The Farmer's 5th, what does that mean in an 8:30 game? So does that anything happening? Half off Gatorade? I don't know what it is. You get a free beer fishing expedition? I don't know. That's what you could be, Stones, the tour guide for beer fishing. High fly ball left field going back is Jimenez. Gets to the fence, and that's out of here. And I don't know if anybody's as surprised as David Medeiros as he rounds first and looks up and goes, yeah, I'm going to keep going. He hits it out of here to left field. And that quickly, it is now 6-2 in favor of the Potters. 4th hit given up by Hansen, and Medeiros got all of that one and sent it over the left field fence. It gets the polite applause from the fans. I think that's well done right there. 333 feet, 97 miles an hour off the bat, and that was a no-doubter, really, from David Medeiros. Stone's under his breath as soon as he swings it. That's out of here. He likes to do that. He likes to not say it out loud, so you think he's really cool. Garcia, as the batter, takes a strike. He grounded to third his first time up back in the 3rd inning. Josh will play at first base today for the Astros, and he swings and misses at that offering, 0-2. So Medeiros with the home run makes it 6-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Full day of baseball out here at McBean Stadium. That one is down low, so it's 2-2. We got the 4th seed against the 5th seed coming up. SoCal Halos against the California Tigers. Winner of that one will come back at 7 o'clock to play Peloteros, the number 1 seed. Check swing, and he is called out on strikes. So 2nd strikeout of the inning, 6th of the game for Gerald Hansen. It'll bring up Max Guillieri. Actually, it'll bring up Sedon Johnson, who took over for Guillieri. In his first at bat, Max was 0 for 1. So Sedon, who took over on the mound, will take over at the plate with 2 outs here in the 5th. Winner of this one plays at 3:30 against the AE Express. Fastball is outside and high a little bit. 1-0. Express, the number 2 seed, out after pool play. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Another strike makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hansen at 82, trying to locate that one off Johnson, who's doesn't look like he has too many at-bats under his belt this season. Breaking ball is low. Usually after I say that, somebody laces a single just to make me look bad, which is not hard to do, really. You know, Stones makes a career out of it. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, strike 3. So 3 strikeouts and a home run in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Potters on top, 6-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels.
Bottom of inning number 5 out here from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low with you. Stones McCoy running the show behind the cameras. Willie Preston on the PA. Carson and Lauren working over there as whatever interns do. There's a partition there so I can't see them, which is not an accident, by the way. That was put in by Stones McCoy many years ago. Johnson's pitch is inside, fouled off by Marlboro. Of course, it was a different set of interns, and these interns are good interns. The interns in those days, we didn't want to see them, so we put them behind the partition. Drew Andrews to follow, then Zach Jamiso in the 5th. Johnson, the second pitcher, came on to end up the 4th. Got a good play defensively from Gifford at third base to retire Connor Barth. 0-1 now. Marlboro fouls that one back to the screen. Quincy with a single and was hit by a pitch, so he's 1 for 1. Out of Loomis, California, and Folsom Lake College, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-inning affairs until we get to tomorrow night's championship game. That's a 6:30 start right here at McBean Stadium. That's hit well to left field. Going back is Hall. He's got a bead, reaches up, and makes the running catch. So Jordan Hall with a fine play in left field to rob Marlboro. That's 2 in a row. Potters are robbed by good defensive plays. And Quincy is retired for the first out in the 5th inning. And Drew Andrews, who was walked, sacrificed, and walked again, and has a run batted in with the bases loaded walk back in the 3rd, comes to the plate. Drew swings and misses at Johnson's first pitch. 0-1. Zach Jamiso on deck. Breaking ball's line foul down the left field line. And it quickly is 0-2 on Drew Andrews out of Sutter Creek, California. William Jessup University out in center field for the Potters today. Or excuse me, he's the DH today, has played center field. Quincy is playing center in this game. It's hit out to shortstop. Bobbled by Laxa, picks it up, throws across the diamond, and does not get him at first base. So Andrews legs it out. Be an error on the shortstop, second error of the game for the Astros, and it'll bring up Zach Jamiso, who's finally getting to bat against a right-handed pitcher after going 0 for 3 against the left-hander Guillieri. Zach steps in. I would say hopefully Riley the engineer, his biggest fan, is watching at home, but he probably isn't. There goes the runner to second base. The throw is going to be too late. And a stolen base for Drew Andrews. He gets himself in scoring position, but I don't have any feelings at all that Riley is out of bed by now. So maybe he'll watch it later. I think he has a Chamiso cam where he gets every Zach at bat spliced together, and he gets to watch it later. 2-0 on Zach. Jason Hansen to follow him. Potters with 3 in the first, 1 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 4th. Jax Jimenez, a home run, a big hit in that 4th inning. There goes Andrews, and now Johnson catches him, throws to 3rd, and the tag is applied, and he is out. So Andrews took off just a little too quickly, and Johnson delayed the release, stepped off, threw to 3rd, and got him. So 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Chamiso with a 2-ball, no-strike count after all the activity is quieted down, and now Zach gets the attention back at the plate. Takes a fastball outside. A little bit low as well. 3 balls and no strikes. And strike 1. 3-1 on Zach Chamiso. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Potters up 6-2. Not that comfortable a margin. Chamiso takes ball 4. So 2 outs, 1 on, and here is Jason Hansen, who's hit a sacrifice fly and walked twice. So he's looking for the first official at bat. Has 2 RBI in the tournament after the sac fly back in that first inning. Right-hand hitting first baseman out of Roseville, California, and UC Davis. Takes a fastball right down the middle. 0-1 and throw over to first base, and momentarily startling Zach Chamiso, who manages to get back to the bag without incident. Hanson arrows on deck. Hanson takes inside for a ball. Somehow got out of the way with some kind of funky maneuver. One ball and one strike. Carson, the intern, is acting out how Jason got away from that inside pitch. It was quite entertaining. In the dirt for a ball, 2-1. I didn't know Carson had that kind of acting ability. He's kind of an improv. I can see him as a mime now that I look at him. Carson has mime ability. I can see him doing that thing where he goes against the wind or he's pulling rope back or something. Yeah, I totally can see Carson doing that. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. I don't want to see the in a box part. Oh, I hate. That's pretty good, Stones. That's good. Carson, let me see your in a box mime thing. Oh, he's good. He had the look on his face like, this is my jam. Swinging him. He looked for 1 second like, I don't know what I'm doing, and all of a sudden he goes, and then he broke the box. But I mean, he did his best. Good. I want to see Lauren do that too. That's hit up high in the air left field. It'll be out of play. It's out there, parking lot area. So Jason got under that one, but hit it foul. Actually looked back up here and said, did you see that? And Stones, I think he said, Stones, did you see that? I want to see Carson do more mime stuff. I want to see him. Oh, yeah, pull the rope against the wind. Come on, Carson. Come on. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. Hanson goes down to first base, 2 on and 2 out. No, yeah, but you pull the rope, you're still against the wind, though. I want to see Carson do it. Arrows comes to the plate. He's got a double, a pop out, and a walk. No. Stones. You're totally off the rails now. I'll just put Carson back in the box, and we'll get him out of there. In the dirt, that's going to get away from Rail. A wild pitch allows the runners to move up second to third. And now Arrows with a chance to bring in 2 here. Give the Potters a little more breathing room. I think Stones is going to want to come back. He's having so much fun today. He might want to work with me again today. Inside to Anson Arrows out of Placer High up in Auburn and the University of Oregon. 1 for 2 in this one. Johnson's pitch. Nice looking fastball, but misses outside. 2-0. Fouled it off. Trey Furry to follow Anson. At third is Chamiso. At second is Jason Hanson. Arrows hits a ground ball or a fly ball down the right field line. Giving chase in right field is Medeiros. I still can't get over Medeiros in his home run last inning. I think for a guy who hit the ball 333 feet, he was a little bit surprised that it went out of there. Arrows hits that one sharply down the right field line. After the inning was over, he had a handshake with his first base coach, and it looked like they were talking. He was saying, did it really go out? Yes. It was a totally legit home run, but he just looked surprised that he got it. But he can always go back and watch the tape, watch the Stones Broadcast Network's retelling of the event, and have it, I'm sure they'll give him the audio for for a birthday present or something down the line. Yeah, I'm sure. Arrows chops it down the first base line. He's trying to run it out, but it was a foul ball. I'm sure that's like number 1 on the Christmas list for most people. Can I have an audio recording and a look at the home run I hit in the West Coast World Series? We offer that free of charge here at Stones Broadcast Network. It's fine. Just call Stones. He'll go ahead and cut it up for you. Send it to your loved ones for holiday greetings. Oh, man. That's ball 4 on the outside breaking ball. Potters have loaded the bases on balls. That brings up Trey Furry. Potter legend in the making. Little Stevie's going to go out. Oh, he's going to bring the baseballs out. Do you think little Stevie will stop up and pick up that bat? And he will. Excellent. Well, he knocked himself over. And now he's got it. The bat is as larger than he is and quite unwieldy. It's like a Paul Bunyan kind of situation. Burry chops it foul down the third base line, 0-1. Oh, good play down there. Is that Malone taking over at third? He just made a nice play. Big hop down there. He's got a tough juice to fill to go up against the Astros third base coach. Burry chops that one foul. And Tyler just, I'll get that one after it bounces off the screen, but you don't get points for that. I'm sorry. Check the bylaws. You'll see you do not get points for a ball that goes off the screen. 0-2 now on Purry. Takes outside. 1-2. Sedon Johnson, the second pitcher for the Astros. Max Gillieri went the first 3 2/3 innings. Johnson now 1-2 on Furry. Inside, 2-2. Trey out of Folsom Lake College and William Jessup University. Chamiso, Hansen, and Eros on the bags. 2-2 pitches hit down the line. Foul. And the umpire says, okay, I need more balls, little Stevie. Well, Stevie says, okay, I can give you 2. Now make it 3. He gives him what he has. He can't, he's a little guy. He can't carry that many baseballs. He's got 3. If he does 4, he should juggle them. He should come out juggling them. That would be an excellent move. I know Carson probably knows how to juggle, too. He can teach him how to juggle. High up in the air, right field, out of play. Haven't seen a lot of Hunter today. It's been a little Stevie show mostly. Well, I mean, he's going to, when you got a star, you don't go ahead and, yeah. That is a high breaking ball, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouls that out of play behind us. The umpire says, little Stevie, I need more baseballs. Oh, they're going to send Hunter Mays out there because he can carry more. But he just carries 3 in one hand. He doesn't use the other hand. Riley would not like that. Riley says, if you come out there, you got to have baseballs in both hands. Hit sharply down the line. Nice backhand at third base. Long throw across the diamond and got him at first. What a play by Gifford. His second Webb gem of the day. Saved a couple of runs right there. Potters, we go to the top of the 6th inning. Potters lead 6-2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 6, Gerald Hansen back out on the mound for the Potters. He's gone all 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. He has struck out 7. He'll face the top of the order, Kylaxa, Marcus Cornelio, and Jackson Gifford here for the ShowCali Astros. Laxa opened up in the first inning with a base hit, then struck out in the third, so he is 1 for 2, 3 for 5 against the Potters in the tournament. Right-handed hitting shortstop against Hansen, whose breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Seeing a couple of guys from the second game, which is the SoCal Halos and the California Tigers showing up. Line drive right field. Furry moves back a couple of steps and makes the catch. So Laxa hit it hard, but right to Furry in right field. 1 out and Cornelio the hitter. So the Halos and the Tigers will match it up at noon here at McBean Stadium. The winner of this game will play at 3:30 against the AE Express, and the winner of the second game will play at 7 against Peloteros. Cornelio, who has struck out and singled, 1 for 2. The second baseman takes a strike. Takes a ball, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Cornelio, with Jackson Gifford, the third baseman, to follow. Choppered out to shortstop. Big hop for Chamiso on the run. Zach to first. Got him by a step. For the second out here in the 6th inning. And Jackson Gifford, who's made some good plays at third base. He has reached on an error in the first. He has struck out looking in the 4th. So he is 0 for 2. 1 for 5 against the Potters in the tournament. Jordan Hall on deck. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nice first pitch from Gerald Hansen. Fastball in there, a strike 2. Nice mix of pitches by Hansen. Gets ahead 0-2 on Gifford. Swing and a miss. Good inning for Gerald Hansen. A very quick top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters 6, Astros 2. Bottom of inning number 6, Adon Johnson back out on the hill for the ShowCali Astros. He will take on Jax Jimenez, Cole Dillon, and Connor Barth. 6, 7, and 8 for the Potters as they try to extend on their 4-run lead here. Jimenez with a single, a ground out, and a home run. Batting left-handed against Johnson. He chops one back to Johnson, who flips it over to first for the out. So quickly 1 out here in the 6th inning. And Cole Dillon will be the hitter. He has walked, he's been hit by a pitch, and he's walked. So he's just up here looking for a real at-bat in the 6th inning, the third baseman from Rockwall, Texas. He takes a strike. 0-1 off speed from Johnson, who came on in the 4th inning. closed that one out, pitched in the 5th and now in the 6th. Hit sharply down the 3rd, backhanded by Gifford over to 1st. Got him at 1st. Nice play, the 3rd baseman, Jackson Gifford, his 3rd excellent play of the day, and the 2 outs quickly for the Potters here in the bottom of the 6th, and Connor Barth will be our hitter. Out of Roseville, California, headed to Mississippi State. He is grounded to 2nd, he's reached on an error, and he's grounded to 3rd. His ground out to 3rd in the 4th inning was the first of Gifford's Gold Glove plays. He dove to his left, came up with it, and got Barth at first base. Breaking ball settles in there, but it's inside and a little bit high, 1-0. Popped up right side. Comes the right fielder, Medeiros, in. The second baseman goes out, and a diving try, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Medeiros playing a little bit too deep, and Barth drops it in front of him. His first hit as a Potter. He's at first base. Just the 6th hit for the Potters in this game, and Quincy Malbrough will be the hitter. He is singled, but hit by a pitch and fly to left. A real fine running catch by Jordan Hall out in left field. Retired Quincy back in the 5th inning. A very nice walk-up tune right there. Is that a Willie special or was that Quincy's? Chopped down the third baseline, foul. Well done. Was it Quincy Jones? Was that Quincy Marlboro? But I think it's Quincy Jones produced that track or something. Maybe that was the connection there. 0-1. There's the throw to first, and he is caught off first base, and we're going to get a balk, though, on Johnson. So fortunately for Barth, the balk was called because Connor was caught off. He's over there going, whoa, he's sweating down there. So Marlboro now has a runner at second base with 2 outs. Takes inside, so it's 1-1. Potters with 3 in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Single runs in the 4th and 5th for the Astros. Marlboro takes the breaking ball. It settles in there for a strike, 1-2. I have 1-2, and I don't care what the umpire says. I'm staying 1-2. Breaking ball hit high in the air. Left center field is going to be called by Mata. He'll make the catch in the left center field for the out, so no runs on a hit for the Potters in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Lincoln on top, 6-2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of inning number 7, which hopefully will be the last one we play here for Potter fans. Gerald Hansen back out on the mound. He's got 8 strikeouts. He's given up 4 hits and 2 runs. He'll face Jordan Hall, Tom Amata, and Anthony Rail, 4, 5, and 6 for the Astros. Hall has grounded into a double play and grounded out to first. He does have a run batted in this game. Left-handed hitting left fielder, had a home run in the game on Saturday. So his second run batted in tonight. in the 2 games against the Potters. Against the left-hander Gerald Hansen, who hits one out to center field pretty deep. Going back is Marlboro. Quincy in front of the fence. He'll make the catch. So probably about 15 feet shorter than the one he hit the other night. And Hall is the first out here in the 7th inning. Potters, if they can close this one out, will be back here at 3:30 for a game against the number 2 seed, the AE Express. And we will be here to call it for you. Not Stones McCoy, though. My partner will be Rod, the engineer. And Stones will be taking the rest of the day off because he's old. Basically, that's it. Fastball is high. I was going to give like a fancy reason that he had to take the day off because he had meetings or something or high-level meetings. He's old. And he's got meetings. He's old and has meetings. That is inside 2-0 to Tamamata Alfa-Alaris, who has struck out and flied to center in this one. Grounder down to first base. Hansen will take it himself. And there are quickly 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Potters 1 out away from advancing to that semifinal game at 3:30, and it'll be Anthony Rail, who is singled and struck out.
Now batting for ShowCali, number 37, catcher Anthony Rail.
Rail singled in the 2nd inning, struck out looking in the 5th, so he is 1 for 2. Hansen's first pitch misses outside. 1-0. If Rail should reach, it'll be David Medeiros, who homered his last time up. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one. 76 from Hansen. 1 ball and 1 strike as the SoCal Halos and California Tigers beginning to arrive for the noon game, game 2 in our schedule today. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 1-2 to Anthony Rail. Hansen's 1-2 pitch. Hit up in the air, foul down the right field line. So we'll try it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gerald Hansen out of Roseville, California. Been one of the Potters' strongest pitchers, especially during the second half of the season. He's gone deep into every game he's pitched. He has a complete game 7 inning affair a couple of weeks ago. He's pitched 8 innings against Healdsburg about a week ago. So he has gone deep into a lot of games. Saves the Potters bullpen. Swinging a foul. And Rail fouled that one off of Anthony Rail, and he's going to take a second, and we're all going to just step back and give him all the room he needs. The umpire goes out and finds something to chat with Gerald Hansen. Hey, you know that thing you do with Cole Dillon, you hug after every inning? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yes, Anthony did. So that's why he's getting all the time that we need to give him, Stones McCoy. We are in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs. And that's when things happen, with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the top of the 7th inning. We have as soon as this, hopefully the Potters close this one out, we'll take a little break. We'll come back for a little bit of a post-game wrap with Mr. Stones McCoy. We'll look ahead to more action going on today in the West Coast World Series concerning the Potters and in other games as well, and try to set you up and lead it up to tomorrow night's championship game. But Rail is going to take his time, and now he's taken enough time. He'll come back in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpire says, okay, I think we're ready. Swinging a line drive down the third base line. Nice play by Cole Dillon. He gets up across the diamond and a hop to first base. What a play by Dillon to wrap this one up. Hansen throws the 4-hitter, and the Potters come out of this one with a 6-2 win. As stated, we will be back in just a second with a little Potters post-game wrap. Right now, our final score, Potters 6, Astros 2.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Welcome back, Potters Post Game, brought to you by Friends of McBean, trying to raise money to get us a new scoreboard out here, Stones. Put up a QR code so people can scan it, and they can go ahead and donate to the cause and get us that new scoreboard. So, Stones McCoy, welcome in. We are doing a little Potters Post Game here. Potters with the win 6-2, and, as we've said so many times, Stones through in the last half of the season, it's all about Gerald Hansen, a seven-inning four-hitter, and his team needed him to go out there and eat up some innings and get a win, and he did that.
Well, yeah, he ate up all 7, and you got another game today, and you're fighting for one more game on Tuesday. So you needed as many innings out of Hansen as you could get today. And by him eating up the entire game, that just frees up your bullpen to really go after it in the game 2 that they're going to have tonight at 3:30, and then potentially into that championship game on Tuesday.
Yeah, you probably have limited pitching resources anyway late in the season, and now you've only used one of them today, so that's huge. And Hansen, as we said, has been doing that all season long, and especially in the second half of the season. Hitting-wise, we got a couple of hits from Jax Jimenez, a single and a home run. He had 2 runs batted in, and it's been weird, Stones. We've had like 4 home runs, I think, now in the tournament. 4 different guys, and all the guys that have home runs either had none or 1 coming into the tournament.
Well, yeah, and Jax is that was a big one.
Oh, that was a big one.
And that was big. And looking at his numbers coming into the summer, I was expecting to see a little bit more of that power.
Yeah.
He definitely was flashing it before he got here. It's nice to see that. This is the way all the players want to end their summer seasons, going back to school.
Yeah, great point, Stones. Now we've got another game for the Potters at 3:30, as we mentioned, against the number 2 seed, the AE Express. A game that we will be live streaming will take place at noontime. That is the SoCal Halos against the California Tigers. And then again tonight, after the Potters, we'll be live streaming Peloteros against the winner of game number 2. So a full day of action here on Stones Broadcast Networks on YouTube. Potters get the win in this one. Gerald Hansen, our player of the game, the 4-hitter, to give the Potters the win. Stones, great working with you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know you won't talk to me again the rest of the day. That's just the price of doing business with Stones McCoy. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Stones McCoy, Willie Preston, Carson, and Lauren were the interns today. We say thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.